Back in the day, I thought these handles were really cool.
Yeah, the flush handles.
Yeah.
Yep. They kind of beat Dave Kindig on the flush handle part.
Another episode of The Story Behind the Car, a 1970 AMC Rebel. And we're with Sam, and this is his car, and we just shot his son's car, and we were talking about that, and then Sam said that this was his car. So, Sam, tell me about the car. How long have you had it?
I've had it for about 4 years now. It's been in the family since brand new.
Really?
Yeah, my great-grandfather bought this brand new in 1970 as his last car. The family gave him crap about it because it was such a high, powerful car. He didn't need it at the age of 75. But he bought it anyway because that's what he wanted. And then when he passed away, my direct grandfather got it. He had it for a while until he died, and then it went to a cousin. And then I got it from my cousin.
And did it have the scoop when it was factory?
No,
okay.
It was all still stock form when I got it. I did everything else.
Yeah.
New motor, new sport trim, new scoop.
Oh, so this is not the 390?
It's a 390 Chevrolet motor, but it's not a 390 AMC.
Okay.
The original motor on this was a 360, and it had its oiling problems like most AMCs do.
Yeah.
And the cost factor over to me going through and building a new motor and trying to fix those oiling cues, I found it better just to buy a Chevrolet motor and put in it.
So I just shot a AMC Marlin, and it had a 327 in it, and it was a AMC motor.
Yeah, but AMC did make a 327. It wasn't the same as the Chevrolet, but it was still a 327.
I found that interesting. And so before I started shooting your car, I noticed on the side it had the SST.
Yeah.
And I remember as a kid, the SST, the supersonic transport.
Yeah.
So when I asked your wife, she said, yeah, absolutely, it's a supersonic transport. So totally stock interior.
Yep.
Now, was it originally a manual transmission?
No, it was automatic. When I converted it to Chevrolet drivetrain, I couldn't get the column shifter assembly to work, so I had to put an automatic shifter on the floor.
Oh yeah,
so
now
if
that
you actually look at the ball on that, it has the drive.
Yeah, I just assumed when I looked at it, which was wrong for me to assume.
Yeah. Well, it's a Chrysler boot on there, so it makes it look like a 4-speed.
Yeah. And original miles?
No, it's.
I guess it really doesn't matter.
It's turned a couple.
Yeah. And there's the SST badging. And any future plans with it at all, Sam?
Eventually, just get the body work all straightened out and get new paint on it, new interior. But I got most of the drivetrain all taken care of.
And it is original paint right now?
Yes. Except for the back half. The car was wrecked at one time in its life, and the back half had to be redone.
Oh, okay.
And resprayed, but all the rest of the paint's all original top.
Yeah.
As you can tell with some of the rust bubbles coming through.
And you got some pretty big meat on here.
Oh, yeah.
And I see a little bit of rust you were mentioning, so. Back in the day, I thought these handles were really cool.
Yeah, the flush handles.
Yeah.
Yep. They kind of beat Dave Kindig on the flush handle part. They come out with their own.
Yeah. Well, very cool. Well, thank you so much, Sam, for showing it.
No problem.
And we'll go ahead and wrap up. Anything addition you want to say, and additional as far as the vehicle before we wrap things up?
No, I just love it. Always wanted it from the day that I seen it.
Yeah.
I just was patient enough to wait for it.
Well, good deal. Well, thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate it. And thanks for telling us the story behind the car.
No problem.